Hey guys, hello and welcome, and today we will talk about the reptiles and amphibians. In this video, in the past we talk about the insects and arachnids, and here is we are going to talk about the reptiles and amphibians. Now this is a pretty awesome topics because we somehow all have this kind of fear with while we are watching this, we feel some kind of trauma and lots of fear from us within. We see this kind of stuff, but they are the innocent animals who always look for their foods, and they might eat you. Okay, so reptiles and amphibians and with tough skin covered with scales, and all reptiles are vertebrate. Okay, they have the backbones, vertebrate. And in the past we talk about that. If we connect with that, insects and insects have and arachnids have no backbones. So most of have 4 legs. They are 4 legs, but in arachnids or insects have 8 or 6 legs. So although snakes and worm lizards do not, snakes and lizards don't have any legs. For about 200 million years, giant reptile called dinosaurs. Actually, nowadays it's a small reptile. But 200 million years ago, they are we call them as a dinosaurs. Were the world's largest creature, amphibians were the first vertebra to move from water up into the land. Actually, they can stay in both the places, and land as well as in the water. So they are cold blood. Reptiles and amphibians are ectothermic or cold blooded, and they are unable to generate their own body heat, and so cannot regulate their own body temperature. Instead, they bask in the sun to warm up and dip their body in water to cool down. So that's why they need sun as well as the water both. So some collared are famous. So collared and fairly lizards run just on their hind legs to produce a cooling breeze around themselves. So a common lizard basks in the sun to warm its body up. Its ideal internal temperature is 30 degree around. And okay, reptiles lifestyle. So small number of reptiles, including the slow worm and the adder snakes, give birth to live young. However, most reptiles lay hard or leathery shell eggs that hatch into live young. The Nile crocodile dig a nest in a riverbank before laying up to 80 eggs, which are then covered with sands. The females will guard the nest before the eggs being to hatch. So this is the baby Nile crocodile, measures around 30 centimeter, 12-inch long, and when they hatched. So now move on to this crocodile. Adult female Nile crocodile carry their young to nursery area in the water. Okay, they just took their child here. So no. Amphibian skin. So they are, instead of covering of hair for a scale, an amphibian skin contain a network of tiny blood capillary. Those enable an amphibian to take in water and oxygen through its skin. So just like fish, they use their skin to exchange gases, and rough it's an oxygen through its skin. For it to work efficiently, the skin needs to be kept moisture, and most amphibians secrete a smelly layer of mucus which protect the skin from drying. In some amphibians, this layers is numerous to deter potential predators. Okay, So here is one. Geckos have tiny rigid on the skin beneath their feet, which help them to grip sheer walls. Those are the they help them to walk on the wall. And let's talk about some about this couch seafood toad, red-eared slide turtle. And reptile skin. Reptiles have a dry skin made of horny and and this substance called keratin. And the upper bodies of turtles and tortoises are covered is hard shell, which protect the body parts underneath. Snakes shed their skins as they grow, shed their skin. So amphibians life cycle, like as we can take example of frog. So most amphibians lay their eggs in a water. Some species of frog and toads lay thousands of eggs and abandon them. The other lay few eggs but grand them. Amphibian eggs are more soft and many species eggs are surrounded by a jelly like substances to stop them dying out. A frog egg hatch to form a tadpoles that develop gills on the outside of the body to breathe. The tail tadpoles undergo a major changes in body shapes as they develop into a infant frog. So here are the life cycle. A tadpole with a egg, and then become tadpole, and then infant frog with a tail, and then he become a total adult egg. And here is the estivation. Some reptiles and amphibians such as this can toad from Australia can enter a period of inactive when winter screen, because their blood is so cold. Because of that they have to take their body warm, so they sleep, you can say. So can toad from Australia can enter a period of inactive when water is scarce. This is called the estivations, and it is survival mechanism. Estivating creature had underground water. It is cooler, and where some moisture may be found, they lower their heart rate and conserve water in their bodies. So this is about estivations, cell estivation process, but we read them and many other interesting facts also in the list, and they are so weird to look and but not very harmful for the for us. But there are many kind of snakes species, many species, all are live in both the places, water and in the land, and there are some of the informations about them. We encourage you to read more about them, and they are so interesting. We can go on and on with talking about this stuff. So tree frogs are amphibian who spend most of their lives in trees. This is the tree frog, all their life spent in trees. So that's all about from this side in this video, and we will talk to you in the next part. What we'll talk in the next part, that also one thing, let me tell you what is in the next. We have this is birds, right? We will talk about birds, different kind of birds, and what they eat and how they create their nest, and there are also skeleton too we have in the list to discuss about. So thanks for watching and keep watching.